Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy. I'm Chris the Dom One, and I am Brock with another video. You know what you got to do: rate, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so to let you know when my next video or live stream goes down. Without further ado, let's get into today's topic. And Shaquille O'Neal can't let things go. All right. So basically, where all this is stemming from is Kobe Bryant did an interview with some on some show, and the guy asked Kobe Bryant a question, and the question was, if Shaquille O'Neal had your work ethic, where would Shaquille O'Neal be as far as positioning him as the when you compare him to the other greats in the NBA? And Kobe Bryant responded, if he had my work ethic, Shaquille O'Neal will be the greatest player of all time, period. In a discussion. There's no need to talk about it. Put a stamp on it. 100% factual. If there was a Mount Rushmore, Shaquille O'Neal's head will be in this Mount Rushmore. And, gave him all his accolades, how athletic he was, how skillful he was, how talented he was, how determined he was, okay, on the court. And a lot of people took that and assumed that Kobe Bryant assumed that Shaquille O'Neal had no work ethic, that Shaquille O'Neal was lazy. And then people took it and ran with it. It got to Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille fired back saying they don't make statues for people who don't have a work ethic or who are lazy. He also went on to IG and posted, "Wow, I'm so lazy." And, he had a picture of himself with like 4 or 5 defenders around him. And these defenders are trying to stop him from getting a dunk. He said, "Wow, man, I'm so lazy." And that's not what... if everyone paid attention to the actual interview where the guy asked Kobe Bryant a question, he wasn't coming from the standpoint of Shaquille O'Neal was lazy. When you listen to the full context of Kobe Bryant's argument, he never once said that Shaquille O'Neal was lazy, okay? But we all heard of the stories of Shaquille O'Neal's offseason. And what a lot of people seem to forget, that Shaquille O'Neal, in his apex, Shaquille O'Neal took the offseason a little bit differently. It's not the fact that Shaquille O'Neal was lazy. Shaquille O'Neal not only Shaquille O'Neal ate the wrong food and added more pounds, but Shaquille O'Neal also had other projects outside of basketball that he took care of in the offseason. People seem to forget Shaquille O'Neal was in movies. People seem to forget Shaquille O'Neal did music, did rap albums. People seem to forget that Shaquille O'Neal was an entrepreneur. He had other businesses. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Magic Johnson was an entrepreneur, and he didn't go down that fast, okay? He still practiced in the offseason. And, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, even Kobe Bryant himself was an entrepreneur, okay? But I felt like Shaquille O'Neal had a little bit too much on his plate, where he had so much on his plate, he had to figure out, okay, I can't do everything at once. And also, Shaquille O'Neal had other aspirations outside of basketball, okay? And it's well documented. You can go check it out for yourself. I don't want to make this video any longer. But to sit up there and suggest that Shaquille O'Neal was lazy, that's not what the question... that wasn't the original question where it spawned from. What the guy was basically saying was, if Shaquille O'Neal was like Kobe Bryant, and everybody's different. Everybody practice different. Everybody appreciate things differently. Everybody has a difference of opinion on how they go through things. Shaquille O'Neal was so skillful. Shaquille O'Neal was so talented that he didn't, he let his talent and his size get him where he was in the NBA. And he used that as a crutch so much where he felt like he didn't need to add anything into the arsenal. He felt like he didn't need to make free throws. Remember when people say, Shaquille O'Neal, you need to practice on your free throws, and Shaquille O'Neal responded, I make them when they matter. Okay? That was Shaquille O'Neal's mindset on everything, particularly in everything in life, including basketball. Shaquille O'Neal felt like, look, my talent and how skillful I am and how big I am, because there was no center in the NBA in the 90s that could compete with Shaquille O'Neal. Quick story, Shaquille O'Neal in a playoff series, they doubled Shaquille O'Neal San Antonio with David Robertson and Tim Duncan, and Shaquille O'Neal destroyed both of them with ease. Because how big he was, how athletic he was. Referees, referees had to determine what's a hard foul for Shaquille O'Neal, because people were tomahawking Shaquille O'Neal from the back, and they didn't even view it as a hard foul. So, you had to, referees had to look at Shaquille O'Neal differently than the other players in the league. It was like a grown man playing among kids. Okay, that's how big Shaquille O'Neal was. If you compare Shaquille O'Neal to Patrick Ewing, he made Patrick Ewing is a big boy. Okay, he's a big man. All right, but compared alongside Shaquille O'Neal, makes him look like a toddler. Okay, that's how big Shaquille O'Neal was. There was no one like him in the NBA. Okay, when Yao Ming was introduced in the NBA, Yao Ming gave Shaquille O'Neal some problems, but not enough, because Yao Ming, when he got into the NBA, he was much older. He was nowhere near athletic like Shaquille O'Neal. Even when Shaquille O'Neal when Shaquille O'Neal was gracefully going down as he got older, Yao Ming could not handle Shaquille O'Neal. Okay, so Shaquille O'Neal, even after those comments, even after the comments, he's still posting on IG, because another thing about Shaquille O'Neal is he's really oversensitive. He has real thin skin. He's the type of person where he doesn't mind giving it. He just don't want to take it. Okay, when you look at Shaq and a Fool, he would love to give it to JaVale McGee. He would love to give it to Dwight Howard, okay? But when someone gives it to him, he has a problem with it, okay? So, no, nobody's sitting up here saying that Shaquille O'Neal was lazy. Nobody here is saying that Shaquille O'Neal did not have a work ethic, okay? But what I'm saying is, Shaquille O'Neal had other outside influences in the NBA offseason that he would go to, that he viewed was important. And that's why it took Shaquille O'Neal so long, when the season started, it took Shaquille so long to get into shape, get into the grind of basketball. And there was like so many games where if Shaquille O'Neal would have really had a real true off season, particularly with the Lakers, they could have gotten close to the winning streak that the Chicago Bulls had, the 72 game, I think it's 74 game streak. They could have demolished a lot of team records, okay? But on a side note, Kobe Bryant, if Shaquille O'Neal had your work ethic and y'all would have won 12 championships, I don't think we would have seen Kobe Bryant we would view Kobe Bryant differently on how we view him today. You would have gotten the championships, but you would not gotten the reason why you got those championships. You would never gotten MVP of the finals if Shaquille O'Neal was your teammate. And obviously y'all had a butting of heads, sort of say, because how y'all view things, okay? And I felt like another thing, if Shaquille O'Neal had Kobe Bryant's work ethic, if if Kobe Bryant would have went into the office and said, hey, look, y'all need Dr. Jerry Buss, you need to pick who you want. You want me or you want him, okay? Obviously, we can't survive together, okay? And you would have forced the hands of the organization of the Los Angeles Lakers, and they would have chose Shaquille O'Neal, because back in that time, big men was a commodity. Big men were important in NBA teams, okay? Not so much of a two guard, okay? So if you would have came up to them like that, they would have traded you before they would have traded Shaquille O'Neal. The reason why it was an easy decision for them to make was it was obvious. Shaquille O'Neal did not have the same type of work ethic Kobe Bryant had. Kobe Bryant would go into the lab, go into the gymnasiums, go into the training rooms trying to perfect his craft. Meanwhile, Shaquille O'Neal would use his size and his talent as a dependent. Okay, that's why he never practiced on free throws. He never added anything else to the arsenal. Okay, and when you play in the NBA for so long, people start to, you have to incorporate other things in the offense. So that's all I got for right now. I'm getting ready to get something to eat. I'm gonna do another live stream on Boogie Cousins, so stay tuned to that. It's your boy, I'm Chris the Dime One, and I am out. Deuces.